Welcome back to Underground Music Review, and I'm going to take you through how to use track delay in Logic Pro X. Now, track delay is a really useful feature to give your tracks some more groove and a bit more of a human element. It's just one tool that you can use to allow your drums to cut through, to avoid some phasing issues where drums hit at the same time. Sometimes that can be nice. But however, this tool can really allow just certain elements to cut through a mix, just to give them a little bit of space. Now, I like to work in a hybrid fashion. I have a couple of drum machines and I'll record in my drums straight to audio. I might chop them up later and put them onto a MIDI channel using the ESX24 sampler. But here I've got a 909 kick drum. I've got a 909 clap, and I've got a closed hat straight from the 808, and I'm just coming in a 16-step pattern. Here at the moment, there's no track delay that's been applied to any of the channels, so the beats are fairly straight. I'll let you have a listen. Now, I've done some basic leveling here just to make sure that I'm not getting a skewed perspective of how the drums are actually sounding. So I've just turned the clap down a little bit. They tend to be quite loud in the mix, the claps. The kick drum is pretty much at the volume I recorded it in at, and the closed hat's just come down a little bit there. Now, when you start to apply your track delay, depending on what genre you're going for, some genres, you might really want to go to the extreme settings, and in some other genres you might just want really minuscule, if not none at all. And as I said before, this is not the be all and end all of groove. This is just another tool that you can allow to allow things to cut through the mix in different ways. Now, for this example, I'd like to show you the track delay on the clap track, mainly just because it will become the most obvious candidate. We don't try, generally, I personally don't use track delay on my kick drum, as obviously that's a fundamental element of timing in electronic music. So yeah, in this example, we'll go for the clap, and I'll show you some extreme settings. And then we'll dial it back into something that's a little bit more suitable. Now, let's get into it. And what we'll do over here in the inspector window, you've got this region tab. Now, if you click on the arrow just next to region, it will drop down this menu. And there's a bunch of good tools in here. We won't go into all of them right now. But what we'll do is we'll click over here. We'll make sure that we've got all of these selected. All of these clap elements. So here we go. All the claps are selected. Now on this delay window here, what we can do is we can either put in a manual set of ticks like this, and this could be a more subtle effect, or what we can do is we can go in here and we can add timed elements. Now I'm going to show you a real extreme example. I'll just give you a quick play of the beat before we add the track delay, and then we'll go from there and go a little bit more extreme. So this is what it's sounding like right now. Fairly straight. Now let's add in a track delay, and we'll go for an 8th beat delay on the clap, and you should hear how the clap just goes completely off the beat, and can add just a really different element. So let's give it a play. Now, as I said before, it's really personal where and how you use the track delay, depending on what genre you're going for. And probably a big deciding factor will be the other elements in the track and where they are sitting in the track as well. But it's just a creative tool that you can use to give a bit of different groove to your music. So what I'll do here is I will dial this track delay back into something that's just a little bit more suitable for this style of house track that I'm making. And yeah, we'll give it a whirl. So let's dial this back into, say, maybe around 20 ticks. Okay. So I've dialed that back in, and we'll give it a play, and we'll see if you can hear the subtle difference now. So that's with the subtle difference. Let's take it off, and then I'll let you hear it with the track delay off, and you see if you can notice the difference. Now I'll put the track delay on. So the clap just falls slightly behind the beat there. Let's go to 40 ticks. It just starts to hang back a little bit. And feels quite nice. Now track delay is not just for drums. You can use it on all different elements to either push forward or push back elements in the mix. It can be used on synths, vocals, anything you really want. It's just, as I said before, it's a creative tool that can just give you a little bit more of a humanized feel and not tying everything into the grid as you would when you're programming your drums with MIDI or when it comes straight out of a drum machine. Obviously you can use swing and things like that, and the groove subject is a real big topic. However, this tool can really just give you a bit of a different vibe, and it can be quite a creative thing that you can use in your productions. So thanks for watching, and maybe you can send in some of your examples of track delay or how you like to do it.